All right, so we've all heard it. It's all about the details. So what if you're trying to build your truck, make it a custom truck, make it 101, the details become a problem, and that problem's called rust. Well, good news is I've had the same issue. I'm going to show you how to remove that, but I'm also going to show you some small things you can do to your truck, make it stand out, make it become 101, and something super easy to install, and something I've got tons of questions on. So let's dive in. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. All right, so in the thumbnail, you probably noticed these things here, right here, were rusted. Well, I'm gonna show you how to remove that rust and add some other details. For example, maybe something kind of like that. You know, I got some things down here. Anyway, just some small things that I've done to my truck that I get a lot of questions from people about. I'm gonna show you it's super simple to do to your truck. These are my FTS reservoir shocks. They fill up very, very well. Okay, but as you see right here, this little piece right here, this small piece, has rust on it.
You make me sick.
All right, let me show you the other side. Same thing, this one even has a little bit of rust down here. Okay, so what my plan is...
We're taking care of this and you're paying for it, you understand me?
Is this top here is black. I'm gonna go ahead and cover this up, and I wanna sand this down, or you know, maybe I take a wire brush to it, whatever, and get that painted black to get rid of the rust. Step one, which I'm going to try, get a wire brush to my Dremel. I'm going to try that one first. So if you look, it almost like made it black. Got still a bit of rust there, and then I got this up here too. We got to get cleaned up once I'm done with this side. Cleaned it up pretty good. Now it won't stay this way unless I either clear coat it or paint it. So I'm going to finish getting the backside of it cleaned up, roll underneath this thing, get the backside cleaned up, and I'm going to debate. I may not paint it black after all. If I get that cleaned up the way it is, I may just clear coat it. So I use this company called Pro XL, and they make, as you can see there, I got a bunch of their products. But I've used this here, this 2K Clear before. It's a superior clear coat. I've used that on several things of mine that I've painted. The thing is, their nozzles are game changers. That's what I like about it. Like even this one, you see at the top, you can adjust the flow of what comes out of it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get underneath here, get this side cleaned up, and let's decide whether I'm doing black or just do clear coat. All right, let me give you an update on what it looks like now. No rust on it at all. No rust there. I think I'm just going to gloss them. I'm going to put clear coat on them, and really, I don't want to get clear coat on everything, so I got to do a lot of covering up. I'm going to spray it with clear coat. See what that looks like. All right, so here's this 2K Clear Pro XL. Shake it up real good. You can see the nozzle here on top is what I want to show you. So if you see there's a negative here and a positive there, you can increase or decrease the flow that comes out, which is awesome. But let me show you what I've done. So take that off the best I can. Exercise, I'm going to put this on low. 3 coats there. Come back and get the second coat. Once that dries, I'm going to start filling up the tip. Have to see the book before and after on that bad boy. Check that out. Way better. I still got to do the top. But I wanted to show you the difference between that and that, which is what the clear coat really pretty much does. It's going to be able to protect that from rusting again as well. Alright, I got to take this other side. I just finished this up. Look how much cleaner that looks. Remember how it was rusty? Just that small stuff to me, it makes the whole thing look cleaner all the way up the bottom. Yeah, that little thing in rust over there, to me, it just stood out. So it gives it a nice polished look with that clear coat, and it'll keep it from rusting as well.
Wow, it looks great.
And finish up the other side. All right, I got to show you today's sponsor, Cab Vibe. This ergonomic chair. This thing does everything. I use it here in the shop, as you can see. This thing helps me relax, supports my back. You know, as the older I get, the more my back hurts. But let me show you the details on this thing. This thing goes forward, backwards, reclines, does it all, and allows me some time when I need to take breaks in between working on my truck and all those things. But I want to say thank you to Cab Vibe. This is a very nice chair. I will drop a link down for it below. So I get these from a company called EffenFast. I get this question all the time. Where did you get the spikes at? And then it comes with, what size do I need? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the process I use to order the right spike for my nut bolts, or whatever you want to call it, and show you how that's done.
Greg, nobody's expecting much out of you, so if I set you up with the bolt, you think you can jump up and spike it?
No. Yeah, I'd have to be pretty high, but yeah.
I bet you would, Panama Red.
So in your engine bay, you got these ugly looking bolts, and it's really that hard to show it off. So there's a couple options you got. If you can see right next to it, and even down here, I went with a carbon fiber and just a cleaner screw, if you will, for my headlights. But up here, this is what I've used EffenFast for, and I've got a few different spots. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover that with a flat spike. Now what I have in my hand right now is a 13 millimeter wrench, and I'm going to put it on there and look, see how it fits, okay? So when I order from the EffenFast site, what I'm going to do is look for one that says 13 millimeter. If that doesn't work, if they don't have one, I'm going to find the closest one I can to fit this. So I'm going to take this 14 off. Let's let you look at this here. Okay, here's the cover from EffenFast, and notice how that inner ring right there lines up just about perfectly to that. So that's how you want to order the right size. Now this thing to put on is very simple. They recommend Loctite, but see, I got this right here. I'm just going to put this right over the top. Look how much cleaner that looks. I'm going to lock it down. What I like to do is go ahead and put this in here.
Cool.
So I have these on my kicker bars and my traction bars as well. And kind of like I showed you, the size you need all depends on the head of the bolt you're covering. Say for example, that right there, it's a 15 millimeter. Well then I need a 15 millimeter EffenFast bolt cover. So first off, I went and pulled this one through to show you how this works. So if you noticed, this thing here will help you get it tight. So even if you're off a little bit, that just simply moves in and out. Notice how that one's not been backed in already. It's just a matter of tightening it up. So what we're gonna do is you basically just put this in and then twist it. And that's how it's gonna lock down to your bolt. So again, this one was all the way in. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in. We're gonna back it out. So that's why if it's off a little bit, it doesn't matter. One of my favorite items that they have, I forgot to mention, you know, I've got this Gen Y hitch, and on that I have these, what they call bolt lock. Well, EffenFast makes a spike cover for that. One of my favorite items. I'll pop a picture up here to show you what it looks like. But really, it just stands out. But you can put these things anywhere you want. And I'll tell you, I get tons of questions about it all the time. People ask me where I got them. And, you know, all kinds of questions about them. But anyway, put them here. Like I mentioned, traction bars and other things like that. And obviously my engine bay. All right, gang. So first off, what's most important is your truck is the way you want it. Be happy with it. Be proud of it. I'm proud of what you can accomplish to your own truck. So anyway, let's wrap this one up. FTS, those shocks I got on my truck, don't take any negative out of it. I mean, I live in the Midwest. Those shocks have made my truck ride so much smoother. Very, very pleased with those. I'm not sponsored by FTS. I just got to be straightforward and honest with you guys. Anything I did talk about in this video, though, will drop a link down below, hopefully to help you. And by the way, if this video does help you, please hit the like button, subscribe. I got a bunch more stuff coming. And just here, my goal is to try to help you guys as much as I can and support you any way I can. With that being said, I'm out there on social media at F150_boss. And I do want to tell you guys, thank you for watching. Thanks for all your support. And I want you all to have an awesome day. Take care.